Hey, you can't be in here. Here, get up here. You can't be in here during the show. You hear me? It's showtime, you got to go. Get out of here.
Hey, might have been a star.
Could have been.
Quiet
studio.
Wow.
We're actually having a closed filming today.
Yeah, well, and then they got the big regional tournament, and so
Got the big regional tournament.
so we sent all of our crowd out there to go
Sent our
watch
crowd out
that.
there.
Support the Lady Tigers.
We always take a big crowd, and so we thought if we gave them the option of coming and watching our taped show, or going out there and minus the parents, the grandparents, most of them would have chose. So we didn't even give them the option.
No,
We just said, hey, today's closed session, kind of like they do at football practice
yeah,
for
that's
the
right.
college, and nobody will be allowed in here.
Well, we were doing some important stuff earlier that we didn't want anybody to know about, some
Oh, yeah.
future shows and stuff.
Oh, yeah, but anyways. Hey, my name is Jared Kennedy,
And I'm Mike Wilson.
and welcome to Personal Foul. We got a great episode for you today.
That's right.
I feel like it's been a few weeks
It has.
since we've gone on.
It has.
What's been going on? Why we ain't been here?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you for one, they had the Cleveland game that got rained out.
That's right.
So they canceled like the coaches show, the round table, that 7.5 hour show that they do on Sunday nights.
Is it 7.5?
It's getting up there. It's pretty good. Hey, it is good. Join in. Tune in. You can watch that starting at 7 o'clock in the morning. You can watch it at 8, 9, 10, 11. Take a break for lunch. They'll be back at 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9. You can watch Roundtable, the coaches show. And
If you miss it once,
if you miss it once, you can see it 27 more times throughout the day. It is a great show. I like those guys. They're very informative. They get to coach.
They do a great job.
On there.
do a great
Coach
job.
Shoop on there. So it's a lot of fun. They have a lot of fun. But we have a lot of fun. And
A lot of fun.
It's great to be back. We got some things coming up. But this week, first off, we want to do a little segment, a little mic'd up with Tiny. We went to the OSU game a couple weeks ago, and we thought it'd be fun to mic him up and just send him through the crowd and kind of see what kinds of good stuff he can bring us. But anyways, we're going to take you to that. Mic'd up with Tiny. Here we go.
Check one. Over here. Hey! Help! Dude! Oh, come on! There you go! There you go. Bathroom. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh! Uh-oh. Hey! Can I get one shot? There we go. Whoa! Now I better get my change. Hey! Go, 3. Oh!
Everett. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Good win. Good win. Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome back, man. It's just all.
Yeah, we'll clap ourselves.
you.
It makes me
Thank
feel
you.
better. Makes me
Thank
feel better. Yeah.
Mike, let's talk about the big victory we had this past weekend. Cushing Tigers versus Kingfisher.
Big victory.
Big victory. Did you go?
No. I went and watched Drew. And
some playing college?
neither one of us made it.
Neither one of us made it. I had a Tyler Evans, my cousin, got married
That's right.
down there in Dallas. It was actually in Plano
Yep.
area. The whole family went down to that. But good news, we caught it on CushingHub.net.
That's right.
We watched every bit of the game. Actually, we even watched it during the rehearsal dinner. I kind of felt bad a little bit because I thought, I wonder if Morgan, because I had JP, Jared Patterson, on his laptop computer. We were watching it. And hey, just want to give a shout out to Jared Patterson. Big fan out there,
Big fan.
#1 fan, personal foul. We were watching the game and he was actually wearing his I Love PF
Really?
t-shirt. Yeah, at the wedding. Had a little tie kind of thing on it, but he was in the wedding as well. Big fan, so we want to give a shout out to Jared Patterson.
Appreciate you watching.
That's right. I appreciate all our fans out there. Danny
Yeah.
Carlin, another big fan out there. But these are just a couple of the guys that email us in, every week and talk about our show. But
Yeah.
I watched it. It was a great game.
Hey, well, let's talk about the picture, too. I mean, when I was watching it on the computer, it looked fabulous.
Yeah, it was clear.
I mean, it's clear.
You could tell that
it was
HD
awesome.
quality.
Yeah.
It was a great picture. Sometimes when when you out like that, you have a little bit. They adjust in fly the audio during the game. But you know what? If I got video and I could see the picture,
Yeah.
sorry, Dad and Eamon, who all was talking. We had it turned down because we were in the
Well, yeah,
we were
you
in the
could have
rehearsal
that.
dinner. But
Yeah.
but they do a great job and it was clear. And,
Yeah, it looked great.
great quality. I felt like I was watching it on NBC.
Yeah, I sent a text to your dad telling him it looked great. So
Yeah.
I was watching it.
But anyways, great game. I
Great
thought
game.
the entire that's what you want to do against Kingfisher, even though they may be down a few guys from last year. They're a team that's just built on tradition.
Oh, they know how to win.
They know how to win. They get the job done, and I guarantee you they'll still be in the playoffs and they'll still be maybe make it.
They probably have a lot of young guys, and because they lost a lot last year. But when you have tradition like that, just wait. They're going to get better and better and better as they go. They are.
So they're the type of team you want to hit them hard, hit them right in the mouth,
Yep.
right off the bat, and then get going, and then and that's exactly what we did.
Exactly
I think
what we did.
hung, was it 38 the first quarter?
I think it was 34.
34
But it was
the
a
first
lot.
quarter. It was a lot. I mean, we were able to really pump the brakes,
Yeah.
after second half. I mean,
Yeah.
pump the brakes, work on kind of some of your run game stuff. Try not getting a lot of people hurt. Let's make it to the next week. And we were able to do that with these guys. So, outstanding performance by the Tigers. How about the Cushing defense?
I thought the Cushing defense was outstanding. Giving up 14 points to those guys. And I know there was several outstanding individual efforts, but for me, on a game like that, and you'll only allow 14 points to a team that we talk about has tradition and it is good, has been good, and in the playoffs year after year, and in state championship games, and have won state championships. I thought the defense, and I'd give the defense as a whole player on the defensive side, the whole defense player of the game.
Yeah.
Not just one individual guy, but the whole defense played well.
Yep. I thought the coaching staff, Coach Hancock, defensive coordinator, drew up a great scheme. The coaches get the schemes together. They put together what needs to be done, the assignments, and it's up to the players to execute those assignments. And so I thought it was great all the way around. Coaches drew up a great game plan, and our players executed.
One thing that we seemed to do against Kingfisher that I didn't know if we could do or not, but we seemed to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Yes, we did. And that's one thing we talk about. How well is our line, offensive line, defensive line going to be this year? And I felt like we've just every week we've improved and gotten better. Offense was clicking on all cylinders.
Oh, yeah.
As we have been. Like I said, it's a little. People are like, well, you scored 41 points all in the first half.
Hey, it seemed like we'd only run like 15 plays and had 34 points.
Yeah, I mean,
It was just big play after big play.
We were pumping the brakes. We didn't want to get anybody hurt. We quit throwing the ball second half. And we just wanted to get out there with the W, get nobody hurt, get them ready for this week.
Who was your offensive?
I'd say
player?
probably Matt Yates. Matt Yates
He had a
big
great game, didn't he? Yes.
Great game. Had a couple big runs, and whole offense played well. But I think this week that player that stood out for
Matt
me
Yates.
would be Matt.
I tell you, you did stand out. He had a great game. But I tell you what, when old Trey Morris gets the ball out there in space and he turns on the Jets, it looks like he's just leaving them.
Gliding.
Gliding,
I
him
talked
in
to
the
Coach
dust.
Shoop, and apparently he's getting a lot of looks from. I'm not just talking, junior college is D2. A lot of looks from D1. They like the way he moves and runs. And,
He can run.
And he can open it up in open field. But coming up this week, we got Centennial. We might talk a little bit about them on the other side, but right now we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with a little more personal foul.
We have a tradition during every Oklahoma State home game, and we're sitting up there, and it may not even be close to being over yet, and we're already thinking about the ribs, them chicken nachos things, and we're just sitting up there, man, we can't wait to get down there and get some rib. So we get done, and it's about 9:45, and Jared, if we was following him, we'd be there at freaking 9:56, but by the time we get down there and get the rib crib, they're freaking closed. Who closes at 10 o'clock on game day? Seriously, it's just stupid. Stay open and feed me some ribs. Some freaking ribs. Corn on the cob. Freaking chicken nachos.
Thank you. Welcome back, Personal Foul. Just real quick, upcoming game against Centennial.
Homecoming.
Pretty sure you chalk that up as victory. Nobody likes to look past any team. If you go ask Coach Shoop, hey, how's Centennial? He's going to feed you a load. I'm sorry, Coach Shoop. Let's just wait. He's going to feed you a load of crap.
They're going to be
tough.
tough.
Man, they're going to be tough. They got a guy coming in. It's going to be real tough. But, we got an alarm clock going off on my Fitbit.
Nice.
But he's going to feed you. Listen, do work, get the job done. Centennial ought to be a W. Let's move on to Heritage Hall.
That's right.
But, one thing I'd like to move on from, speaking of just looking past people and moving on, we're in the middle of fantasy football season.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people right now are looking at my team, and you can speak for yourself, but I'll speak for you and your team as well.
Thank you.
And,
I'm in 13th out of 14.
They're looking at our team, and I feel like they're just chalking it up as a W and moving right past it.
Yeah, you chalked me up as a W, didn't you?
Yeah, well, listen, I started off with two victories. Now, 2-0. Listen, that doesn't mean anything though. The first one I scored like over 100 points. Second week I got to 77. Last 2 weeks I've been in the 40s. My team is terrible. I mean, they're terrible. I'm scrounging. I'm trying to trade for receivers. I made a boneheaded trade. I'm falling apart. Coach is on the hot seat.
Coach is on the hot seat. Hey, that's the way with me too. I was trying to sell my team,
Yeah.
but didn't have any takers because it's so bad.
I'm not paying $15 for your crap. That's usually what we get. Donated crap. But
Yeah, well,
listen, I'm 2-2 right now. And
what place are you in?
I haven't even looked. I didn't even look at it today.
Well, you got to be anywhere from 6th to about 10th because there's a bunch of 2-2 teams.
Yeah.
I don't think you have that many points.
Yeah, I've scored like 100 points.
I'm behind him and I have more points than he does.
How?
Yeah, I do.
How?
I don't know, but I got
This
about
week?
30 more.
Oh, how much did you score this week?
78.
Oh, yeah. I scored.
I think I
4.
throttled Phillip this week.
Yeah, I've scored 4. Filled these nuts.
Filled these nets.
Phil.
Yep.
I played
The
Bird
cat
Killers.
daddy smashed him.
I played the Bird Killers this week, which is our producers, Ryan.
Is there going to be a lot of smack talk between you guys?
No. He can have that victory.
What?
I'm just gonna give it to him. I don't have nobody to play.
Well, you guys like splitting the money or something now and giving him a victory?
No, there'd be no splitting with me.
Because you didn't split with him last year when you won, right?
That's right, I did win. The curse of first to worst is upon me.
Well, hey, we were in the championship game, and now we're towards the
back.
bottom.
And like I said, I'm just 2-2, but it has not looked good. It has not looked good for me.
You can kind of get a feel of it, right?
I can get a feel of how it's going right now. It ain't going good. But tell you what is going pretty good. Tiny Tigers.
Oh,
What?
Tiny
What'd you
Tigers?
think? Listen, now don't be over there. You got one little win this weekend. Well, last week you're trying to sell your fantasy team. This week you're all bragging, which brings us to the word braggadocious.
Yeah, that's
Don't be
me.
all braggadocious. What does that mean, Michael?
what does that mean?
Yeah.
Yes, it means when I get arrogant about my team.
Arrogant.
Think we're going to take you guys.
So
No prisoners.
right now you could say Cub fans have no reason to be braggadocious.
Not yet, no.
Not yet.
No.
I like the Cubs, but it ain't happening.
Oh, you can't be braggadocious.
We're having a Cub party today.
Oh, yeah?
Tiny's coming over and
What are you making? What are you cooking?
I don't think we know yet. We're going to go to the store and just kind of shop around.
Oh,
But
making a
anyways.
buffet.
Oh yeah, I
A
like
little bit of
some mashed
everything. A
potatoes,
little bit of everything.
gravy, little
Make
cornbread.
you.
Ooh, cornbread sounds
Is Coop
good.
going to cook it?
No, absolutely not. He can go buy it. I'll help cook it.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, real quick, Tiny Tigers, 3rd grade got a big W this week.
That's right.
4th grade got a W.
Yep.
And then, unfortunately, 5th and 6th grade lost, but they were tough games.
They were tough games, yep.
Tough games. They,
On their way to Sperry this week.
on the way to Sperry this week, so it'll be
So-
another tough test.
Another tough test.
Yeah.
Hey, in this league, it's a tough test about every time.
That's right. But yeah, Festival Park this weekend.
Oh, Festival in the Park. Hey,
But, so
you
go to
got
a little
this
Festival in
Saturday.
the Park in the morning, then head off to Sperry and support your Tigers. Been having great crowds out there. Tiny Tigers are
Fabulous crowds.
doing a great job. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Personal Foul. Mike, let's talk about the pickings we've been doing.
We don't miss too many, do we?
We don't. Well, I think we're doing pretty good.
7-0 last week.
7-0 last week, which makes our total.
22-5.
I think at one point we were like 15-5. I think.
That's what I thought. I thought we were that last week. So 22-5. Is
I
that
think
right?
we've missed one since then. 6 maybe.
Huh?
Maybe like 22-6 or something like that.
When did we miss one? We were 7-0.
Well, yeah, but like, remember when we did that, it was like, oh, I was 15-4.
Yeah,
and
see,
then
we
you
then
were
we were-
5, and then you missed like 1, and I missed, you missed none, I missed,
So we were 20-6.
I don't know, something like that.
Is that right? So now we're 27-6.
well,
so
we'll
yeah,
say
you're
we're
right.
going to get our official
We haven't got
score
the
thing
official
down.
deal, have we?
But we keep waiting on them. But this week, I do know we went 7-0, and I haven't heard the official word of who got the closest score, but both of us were pretty close.
Yep.
You picked 34-20,
Yep.
and I picked 38-17. The final score was 41-14.
Yep.
I ought to be in the running.
You were actually a little closer, so
I
you ought to be in the
I ought to
running.
be in the runnings.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably stiffing us over there at the round
Oh,
table.
yeah. I'm sure we don't even
They,
make it.
they
so-
probably don't even look at it. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they didn't get it right. But
Yeah, so
I
we'll
guarantee
pick
our
those.
records are just as good, if not better.
Oh, yeah.
But let's look at this week's.
All
We
right.
got some big matchups coming into this week's predictions. First off, let's check out over here at Perkins tomorrow night. It's a Thursday night game.
Thursday night game.
Perkins will be taking on Heritage Hall.
Well, who are you going to take in that one?
I'm definitely taking Heritage Hall.
The what? What are you going to think the score's going to be in that one?
I'm going to say 52-7.
That might be a good score.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I'll take Heritage Hall also, and might as well go with about the same score.
This next game, I'm going to move on down. I'm going to move on down and come back to this game. Let's go Manford at Blackwell.
Big game.
Big game.
It's going to be a close game.
Who you got?
You know, I don't know. That's going to be a barn burner. We haven't got to see either one of these teams yet.
No.
I've seen a lot of their scores, but I think I'm going to take.
Run out of time. We only get limited time.
I'm going to take Blackwell 7-6.
6 Blackwell. I'm I'm going to take Blackwell as well. So we both got Blackwell in that. Blanchard versus Meeker.
What, 6-0?
I don't know. We don't have time to do this. I'm gonna go Blackwell as well.
All right.
Blanchard versus Meeker, another tough matchup.
That is a tough matchup.
Meeker's pretty good. Blanchard always been pretty good.
You know, Blanchard got us a win last week because we picked them over Marlowe. So I'm going to go with Blanchard again.
You know what? I think this is where we're gonna separate because I'm gonna go Meeker. You say Meeker, it's a little town. You drive through it. There's nothing there, but I'm gonna go Meeker. I feel like they've been doing pretty good. Who'd they win beat last week?
Hey, and you know what I learned from our producer? Meeker could be a playoff team that we might play down the road.
Yeah,
It's a possibility.
so look out for Meeker. I'm gonna go with Meeker on this one.
All right.
Next we got Victory Christian at Beggs.
Victory Christian at Beggs. Well, I'm going to take Victory Christian's been good in the past. I don't think they're as good this year. I'm going to take Beggs.
I'm going to take Beggs as well on that one. And then let's move back up. Kingfisher versus Seminole. Now listen, Kingfisher may be down a little bit, but you know what? Seminole is down as well. But you got two traditional powerhouses. Both schools that are good every year. And these two schools hate each other. I don't think they like each other because they seem to always play each other in the playoffs and stuff. Kingfisher versus Seminole. Who you got?
Well, it's your turn first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
I'm going to take Seminole in this battle. I know some people from Seminole, and the quarterback is young from Seminole, but he does a pretty good job, and I think he's going to get the job done. I'm going to take Seminole in a close one. I'll probably say it's going to be somewhere like 30 to 22.
30 to 22. Well, I'm going to take Seminole as well. So
Seminole as well. So not much separating us.
No.
And then brings us to the big matchup of the week.
it's not necessarily who we're taking. It's going to be what is the score.
So what's the score going to be? Cushing versus Centennial.
When do the Tigers?
I say they cancel the wave the flag at halftime. Let the band go out there and do their little contest piece.
Yep.
Obviously, I'm taking Cushing.
Obviously.
And I think it's going to be a lot of what we've seen. We're going to get on them real early. Halftime score could be 51-0. But I think we're going to pump the brakes and put the younger guys in. But I still think the younger guys score
a little bit.
So I'm going to take 58 to. They'll slip in a score somewhere 58-6. We got 10 seconds here.
Okay, 10 seconds. Well, I'm going to go an even 60-14.
64. They're going to score 14.
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, you heard it here. That's it for me. I'm Jared Kinney.
I'm Mike Wilson.
We'll see you next time. That was 5:56.